Are you happy with who you are? Do you think you're growing as a human? Do you think people around you have stopped growing? Why do most people stop growing? Why do we accept the ceilings that have been placed over our heads? In a world of limitless possibility, why do so many of us act as though we're stuck at level 1? Solo leveling doesn't just tell the story of monsters and dungeons, it reflects something deeper, more personal. This is a story about potential, about fear, and about choice. In solo leveling, most hunters are content with their rank. They're told you're an E rank, and they accept it. They operate within that boundary forever. It's not because they can't get stronger, it's because the system tells them they can't. This mirrors the real world. Think about how often people are told, you're not talented, you weren't born for this, to stay in your lane and stick to your day job. And most people do. We accept jobs that drain us, we make peace with mediocrity, and we internalize limits as identities. Enter Sung Jin-woo, the weakest hunter alive, a joke to his peers, barely scraping by to pay for his mother's medical bills. But when he's given the chance to grow, he doesn't hesitate. He doesn't negotiate with the old version of himself, he risks everything, body, mind, and even life, to break through. Unlike other hunters who cling to excuses or safety, Sung Jin-woo embraces pain as the cost of transformation. Every step he takes is a refusal to remain the same person he was before. He's not special because of the system he inherits. He is special because of his response to it. Growth in solo leveling is never handed over. Sung Jin-woo doesn't just grind levels, he earns them through suffering, through isolation, through constant challenge. That mirrors real life growth. Want to learn a new skill, start a business, change your body? It's not glamorous, it's repetitive, lonely, painful. It's just like the daily missions Jin-woo faces. Just like in real life, where no one is coming to save you. What separates Jin-woo isn't power, it's the choice to keep going, to take one more step, to say yes to the pain that most people would walk away from. Solo leveling is a fantasy story, but it's hard. That's reality. Most of us are surrounded by systems that tell us what we can't do. Most of us stop trying once we've failed a few times. But this story says, you can level up. You can choose to break your ceiling. Not everyone will have a system like Jin-woo, but we all have choices. Wake up earlier, show up, practice one more hour, make the hard call. And when you fail, because you will, ask yourself, am I going to stay at this level, or will I push further? Sung Jin-woo's journey isn't just about monsters, it's about defeating the biggest one of all, the part of ourselves that tells us we're not enough, and tells us we will never be enough. So who will you be? Another hunter who just stays where it's safe? Or the kind of person who refuses to stop leveling up? Now, let's talk about the system. The magical game interface that grants Jin-woo the ability to grow stronger indefinitely. On the surface, this might seem like a cheat code, an unfair advantage, a deus ex machina that sets him apart from everyone else. But here's the truth. The system doesn't make Jin-woo exceptional. His choices do. Think about it, the system puts him through brutal daily training, deadly quests, life-threatening battles, and unlike other characters who might have crumbled under this pressure, or exploited the system for comfort, Jin-woo embraces the pain. He embraces the challenge. He doesn't have to max out his strength stat, he doesn't have to enter every dungeon alone. He doesn't have to risk his life to uncover secrets or protect others, but he chooses to do these things over and over again. Even with the system, There's no guarantee of success. The power is there, but so is the risk and the grind. What Jinwoo teaches us is that a tool is only as powerful as the person using it. This mirrors real life perfectly. Some people are born with wealth, talent, connections, but none of that matters if they don't use those things right. On the other hand, some people start with less, and through effort, discipline and grit, they surpass expectations. The system is a metaphor for opportunity. It gives a chance, not a shortcut. So when people say, well, he only grew because of the system, they miss the point. Anyone in his world could have power, but almost no one has his mindset. And that's the message. The mindset made the man. The idea that his power comes from some mystical prophecy or god is a delusion. He got to his lowest point in life right before he was reborn as the Jinwoo we know, and that's just a perfect metaphor for life. Because Jinwoo can be reborn, and so can you. Your worst day doesn't have to be your last day. And your best day won't be your best day for very long as you can keep grinding, keep leveling, and keep striving to be better than you were yesterday. So in the end, we know what solo leveling truly represents. It's about the war between who you are and who you could be. Sung Jinwoo didn't wait for permission, he didn't settle for the hand that was dealt, and he stood in front of impossible odds and chose to level up anyway. The truth is, we all have systems. Some are visible: schools, jobs, relationships. Some are invisible: the state of our mental health, the fear, the doubt, the excuses we tell other people and that we tell ourselves. But here's the difference. Most people let the system define them. The rare few, like Jinwoo, redefine themselves inside the system, and then outgrow it. As James Clear would say, you do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. But if you build the right habits, if you choose to push when it's hard, if you refuse to be average when no one's watching you, then maybe, just maybe, you're leveling up too. So ask yourself, what's your next dungeon? And are you ready to face it alone? If you have to? Because greatness isn't given, it's chosen, it's suffered for, and it's earned. One damn level at a time. Well, thanks everybody for watching. This was an important video for me to make because I have felt all of the emotions that I think this video and solo leveling represents. I was diagnosed with an illness very early on in my life, and it was set to be a very big limitation for me, but I have always made sure to not let it define me. But if you enjoyed what I had to say about solo leveling, what I have to say about anime, 90s cartoons, 2000s cartoons, basically any media, I don't think anything's off limits on this channel. This is a genuine space for me to be open and honest about how I feel about mainly TV and media. That is my specialism, and I will be making some cool things, maybe some short films, maybe some CGI short films on here. But if you want to see any of that, please leave a subscribe, check out the other videos on the channel, and keep leveling up.